So students, class 11th chemistry unit 1st, and today's topic is laws of chemical combination. So in laws of chemical combination we will study 5 laws: law of conservation of mass, law of constant proportion, law of multiple proportion, Gay-Lussac's law of gaseous volume, and Avogadro's law. So first is law of conservation of mass. This was given by Lavoisier in 1789. According to this, when a chemical reaction takes place, the total mass of the reactant is always equal to the total mass of the product. It means mass in a chemical reaction is always conserved. For example, thermal decomposition of calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate, when heated, dissociates into calcium oxide and CO2. Here, the atomic mass of calcium is 40 and that of carbon is 12, and 16 3s are 48. The total is 100. Again here 40 plus 16, this is 56, and here 12 plus 16 2s are 32, this is 44, and the total is also 100. So as you see, the total mass of the reactant is equal to the total mass of the product. So this is the law of conservation of mass. Now we will read the second law, law of constant proportion. Law of constant proportion. This law was given by Proust, Joseph Proust, in 1799. According to this law, when two elements combine to form a compound, then the ratio of mass of those elements in that compound always found to be the same irrespective of the source of the compound. Means जब दो एलिमेंट कंबाइन होकर कोई कंपाउंड बनाते हैं तो उस कंपाउंड में उन दोनों एलिमेंट के मास का रेशियो हमेशा सेम होता है, चाहे वो कंपाउंड किसी भी सोर्स से ऑब्टेन किया गया हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, हाइड्रोजन एंड ऑक्सीजन कंबाइन टू फॉर्म H2O. Here the mass of hydrogen 1 into 2 equal to 2, and that of oxygen is 16. So ratio is 1:8. So according to this law, the ratio of mass of hydrogen and oxygen in water will always be 1:8, will always be found same whether the water is obtained from tube well, pond, lake, river or sea, or synthesized in lab. So it doesn't matter what is the source of the compound. So this is the law of constant proportion. Once again you listen. According to this law, when two elements combine to form a compound, the ratio of mass of the elements in that compound is always found to be the same irrespective of the source of the compound. Now we will solve a numerical problem based on law of constant proportion. This is very important to study because this type of numericals are often asked in competitive exams. So a numerical based on law of constant proportion. Law of constant proportion. Question is, in first experiment, 2.4 grams of copper oxide is reduced to yield 1.68 grams of copper. Whereas in second experiment, 2.9 grams of copper oxide is reduced to yield 2.03 grams of copper. Which law of chemical combination is followed here, is obeyed here? This is the question. Two experiments are there. In first experiment, 2.4 grams of copper oxide is reduced to yield 1.68 grams of copper, and in second experiment, 2.9 grams of copper oxide is reduced to yield 2.03 grams of copper. Which law of chemical combination is obeyed here? This is the objective question. And what will be the descriptive? Prove that these data justify the law of constant proportion. So, we will solve the problem now. In first oxide, second, two oxides are there. So, weight of oxide in first 2.4 gram, in second oxide 2.9 gram. The quantity of Cu obtained on reduction, that is in first 1.6 gram, here 2.03 gram. Since this oxide contains this quantity of copper, so remaining will be the oxygen. So quantity of oxygen 2.4 minus 1.6 equal to 0.72 gram. So oxide first contains this quantity of copper and this quantity of oxygen. Here the quantity of oxygen will be equal to 2.9 minus 2.03, and this is equal to 0.87 gram. So second oxide contains 2.03 grams of copper and 0.87 grams of oxygen. Now we will find the ratio of copper and oxygen in both the compound, both the oxide. So here ratio of Cu and O, ratio of Cu and O, what will be? This is 1.6 68 actually. So what will be the ratio? 1.68 ratio 0.78. And what will be the ratio here? Copper and oxygen 2.03 ratio 0.87. This is very interesting to note here that this ratio is equal to 7:3, and this also results 7:3. So as we see that in both the oxides the ratio of copper and oxygen is found to be 7:3. So law of constant proportion is obeyed here.